What's up, everybody? Welcome into the show. I just was thinking, I was eating dinner and thinking about AI chatbots, and I Googled like, do people like AI chatbots? And the answer was, it's mixed. People like them for certain things, but they dislike them for like customer service, and I can relate to that for sure. But one thing I noticed is people like it for like being able to ask embarrassing or medical questions that they don't like to ask humans. I'm like that kicked off this whole thing. It spurred the whole thing to make this list, and I just wanted to share it. All the or most of the feedback these days about AI is negative. Just wanted to inject a little positivity into the conversation. Things I do like about it. I might even do a list of things I don't like about it, AI in general. But about AI chatbots. Okay, for number one, I can ask them all the embarrassing questions I can never ask a human. I've always been a really inquisitive, very curious person. I just come up with all kinds of random questions in my mind any waking moment. And you can't always ask people stuff. It's not even always embarrassing. It's just, you don't have access to the people, the experts or people that even understand the subject. And you can ask AI anything. And yeah, I do. I have embarrassing questions or things I can't ask people, and it's comforting. It's freeing. It's a nice release to be able to ask it those things. I know I'm not going to give you an example of anything, of course, but that's why they're embarrassing. I can't bring it up. All right, they're lightning fast. Once again, you don't always have access to the people. Sometimes you just don't have time. You might live a busy life or have things to do, and you can't always, ask an expert. And I type some shit in the AI. It's just almost instant, just a few seconds or whatever, depending on the depth of the question. And it can give you lists. It can break things down. It can give you like a timed sequence of events, how things will play out. You can ask it anything. It's just really incredible. I wish we had stuff like this when I was a kid. We had like basic, I wouldn't call them chat bots, but you could ask basic, really basic stuff. Nothing like this. I like it because it uses multiple sources. Like if you ask Gemini, I didn't even give a list of the AI chatbots I've used. I've used Gemini, ChatGPT. Those two are my favorite. Claude for a while, Copilot, and what's the other? Perplexity. And I like how they use multiple sources. Like I said, I'm a curious person. I got a lot of questions in my mind, and I like to that it pulls from multiple sources because you don't want just to put all your chickens in one basket, so to speak. You kind of become biased in that way, and I love that it can pull from sources from if I ask a political question from like centrist sources, left wing, etc. It's nice to get a bigger picture, a fuller picture. And finally, they make me even more skeptical. I know there's a tendency to think that using AI chatbots makes people lazy, and it can if you're a naturally lazy person or intellectually lazy. And I'm not. So they made me even more skeptical of the answers it gives me. I don't just take it as gospel. I always double check everything. And like I feel like if you ask an expert a question, we just tend to take their word as gospel because they're a quote unquote expert, and you don't really double check it. Well, AI is maybe even more skeptical of this stuff, and that's a good ththing. It's better to be skeptical. Anyway, that's for a reason I like AI chatbots. What do you think about them below if you're into that sort of thing? I think they've made life a lot easier and a lot, like I said, a lot more freeing to be able to ask it this stuff. Anyway, see ya.